Hey family, I'm going to show you all how to prepare your hair to shampoo by braiding and banding or bundling and banding. So first thing I'm going to show you, which I do often, is braid, then band, and shampoo. So first thing I do is I separate my hair into sections, left and right, which is already done that way. So I start down the middle. I always do it from the nose to start down the middle. But I'm really not going to do any fancy parting, any specific parting. I'm just going to go down as such. Go down the entire head so that it's separated left to right. Next, I'm going to section each side off into 4, maybe 5. And again, I'm just grabbing hair. I'm not really parting it in a specific way. That's 1, 2. I think 2 is too big. I'm gonna make it smaller. So 2, and then show you the back. And 3 and 4. So there's that side. I'm gonna do the other side. 1, 2 is still too big. Make 2 smaller. 3 and 4. So now I'm gonna braid it. Now I have my sections. I'm gonna braid it. I'm gonna start here. So just pretty much grab the section, grab your first section. And the reason why it's this big, a lot of people do it smaller, like they'll do it this small. But the reason why I do huge chunks is because after I'm done shampooing and done washing, to take down each section, to me, it's just a lot of time. So to cut down my time, and I do it in bigger sections. And I still am able to wash my hair fully and get all the dirt out. So the first thing you want to do is grab your section, braid it, but do not braid it as if you are braiding an actual individual braid, like from the roots. You want to start away from the root and braid it as such. So I'm going to start away from the root. I'll just grab 3 sections, braid it like that. And I'm not braiding all the way down to the end because when I band it, I'm gonna tuck this under like so. So you can use the colored bands that were in your Sisterlocks starter kit, or just regular black bands, which I'm gonna use because I have so many of these. And I believe the colored bands has 20 or so in there. So, and black bands are just there. So I'm going to take it, band it a few times. So twice I just banded it. And then I'm going to tuck it under. See how I tucked it under? There's a better view. So I just tucked it under. I'm going to continue to band it. And I'm going to band it twice because it's more difficult twice to unband this when your hair is wet after you're done shampooing. So I like to just do it about 4 times. So that's the first section. It's banded. Another way to do it, and you can see, is away from the roots. So now you have room to massage your scalp, get your shampoo, get the water in there, and wash your hair. Another way to do it, I'm going to take this section and I'm going to bundle it and braid it. So get your entire section. Again, start away from the roots. So I just comb my fingers in there so that I'm pretty much leaving enough space for me to massage my scalp when I'm washing. So I fingered through it, the bundle, get my band, and honestly, As simple as it sounds, band it. So I did that twice. I'm going to tuck it under. The reason why I tuck it under is because these loose ends, of course, they teach you, hopefully your consultant taught you that your hair is prone to being slipped. Your locks can be, it can cause some slippage. So in order to avoid that, that's the whole purpose of banding and braiding. Tuck it. So since the ends aren't exposed, there'll be less slippage. Band. And band again. And that's it. And I like this better because, as you can see, there's a lot of room in between the locks for you to massage and wash your hair. Besides a braid, where you can have to work a little bit more to get in there and massage. But bundling, you have enough room to do so. If you want to make this tighter, you don't have to do it 4 times. You can make it tighter so that it doesn't unravel in the shower or in the sink, wherever you wash your hair at. So I'm going to do it with the other sections. And voila, now I'm done banding and braiding all of my sections. I have 8 sections. If you can't tell, I'm very lazy, and that's why I just have huge sections. You can make it smaller. You can have them all over. It doesn't have to be down the middle or anything. But I just wanted to get the technique down packed of how to band and braid versus bundle and braid. Bundle and braid, you have more room to easily massage your scalp, get the shampoo and water in there. Then banding, it makes it more tighter, more controlled, that to prevent slippage. I guess the most difficult thing about banding it is that you have to maneuver through, and that's why you want to start the braid away from the roots so that you do have room. And if you find that you braided it too tight and maybe closer to the root than expected, you can always loosen it up and it won't really fall off because you have the band on there already. So when you're done banding, that's when you want to go ahead and loosen up the braid so that you do have room when washing your hair. Okay, now that makes it more simple. So of course we come with a little bottle with your Sisterlocks starter kits of shampoo, and of course you can use that. Since it's in a little bottle, we're supposed to wash our hairs often, especially before retightening. So that's what, once a month, once every 6 weeks. And to use that, to make it last, I should say, is I suggest putting it in a bottle, in a spray bottle with water, so you can dilute it and then just spray onto your scalp. Wash it, and good to go. What I use personally, since I'm out of all of my starter kit shampoo, is this brand right here. I'm going to put a picture right here, and it's gonna pop up. You can get that online. There's other products that are natural, like I don't know if it's natural, but I also use Pantene Pro-V for Color of Woman. I used to use that. Honestly, I just stick with one type of shampoo and make sure that like my hair gets adjusted to that, and not to use different things and put it in my hair, because you do just want to use one product and stick with that one product throughout. And that's what I've learned throughout my whole life of being natural. Not my whole life, but since I've been natural for the past 8 years, to stick with one product, to use that product, and for your hair to adapt to it and not to adapt to new changes as it constantly is trying to maintain its health. So after you're done washing your hair, you got your braids nice and wet. I suggest to let it air dry and not to use a blow dryer, because you're just putting heat on your scalp and heat is damaging. So I like to air dry my locks. I also will, if you, while you're in the sink or in the shower or whatever, to just squeeze out the excess water so that it doesn't take as much time to let your hair dry. Just by your hand or by a towel, a microfiber towel, so that, and that causes less lint, I should say, so that there isn't much lint grabbing onto your hair and pulling your hair out. That's why you want to use a microfiber towel, but not so much to where you're just drying your hair with that towel. You want it to air dry. So when you are done with squeezing out the excess water, to get your band, and I do it 4 times because I don't want to keep banding like 18 times, and to unband 18 of those. And as you're unbanding, you know, your hair gets caught and your hair can fall out. Not fall out, but it can stick onto the rubber band. So easier way to do it, you can grab a comb, the end of a comb, a pigtail, a ragtail comb, whatever. What I have right now is just a bobby pin. I just got this on the side, so I was like, okay, let me use this. So pretty much just grab it, stick it in there as you do. Once you got it, push your hair through. So you have it like that. Don't yank it off, because again, you will have some hair fall, be stuck to the band. So just carefully and easily take off the band. And with the sections in the back, I think I only did it 3 times instead of 4. So that's how you got it. Since my locks are still babyish, they're not fully locked on the end. I did stop bundling and braiding and banding. So now I'm just washing my hair down. Yeah, so when you do take down your band, to unbraid it, comb it out with your fingers and let it air dry. Do tune in next time. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye, family.